ending. And what do you say to those people who say we need to have a negotiated end as soon as possible, even if that involves territorial concessions?
Public opinion of Ukrainians, who are the ones who are actually fighting with their lives, and as long as they are saying that we will...
I've heard talks that, you know, there is no threat anymore because they've exhausted themselves. No, they haven't.
This has two sides. On one side, knowing how during the Soviet...
They have plenty of troops still who can come. They are not counting the lives that they are losing. They are not counting the artillery that they are losing there. So I don't think that we should underestimate them in the longer term to still keep this up all the time.
Parts of military and things are not functioning as they look like. So this is one side. And also the trainings.
It was clear from the start that it will get more and more difficult over time, which means that first we did the sanctions that were relatively easy, now we moved to sanctions that are much more difficult. But so far we have managed to keep the unity, even if we have different opinions. This is normal for democracy. We debate, we discuss, and then we get to the solutions. So far it has been a negative surprise to Putin that we are so united.
This inevitably would involve, you know, fighting to the bitter end.
It appears quite likely that Ukraine will be given EU candidacy in the upcoming meeting in Brussels. How likely do you think this is? Is it a dead cert?
Fingers crossed. I hope so. I think we have come a long way, and we have had such intense discussions with our members of the European Union. Some countries that were very skeptical 2 months ago, and I'm happy to say to hear different signals coming from different member states regarding this, that they are on board.
Previous years to defense or military.
We have done the same mistake already 3 times, saying that, you know, negotiated peace is the goal, and we have seen that every next time the only thing that Putin hears from this is that I can do this, because no punishment will follow. And every next time will be more with more human suffering than the last one was. So I think for us it is important to not make that mistake again, like we did in Crimea, Donbas, Georgia.
So if you get those agreements, for example, that we are not...
The war still is raging on in Ukraine, and it seems like sometimes it feels like it's the ordinary Russians who feel the effects of, you know, various measures like visa bans and companies pulling out of Russia. Do you think that this approach against the Kremlin is working out the way it was supposed to?
We have to have strategic patience when it comes to sanctions. It was first, clear from the start that sanctions is an economical tool that is in the hands of the European Union. We are not a military alliance. This is the only tool that we really have. But it has effect over time.
To keep this up all the time.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet, and as you said.
And I still think that the effect should be felt by the Russian population as well, because if you look, the support for Putin is very high, and also not even Putin, but also for the war crimes. They are inciting genocide, and the soldiers are following this. They are bragging about this to their wives and to their mothers. And if the wives and mothers say that this is okay, what you're doing there, this is also the war that the Russia and Russian people are holding up in Ukraine.